Well, we came across the historical development of classification of elements. We talked about Dobereiner-Strad, which state elements having similar properties can be arranged in a group of 3 in which the atomic weight of the middle element is the mean of the atomic weight of other 2 elements. Newland's law of octave, which states that when the elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic mass, then every 8th element has properties similar to that of the first element, just similar to musical notes. But both these approaches have shortcomings and thus replaced by Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev arranged elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses and chemical properties. He even predicted the existence of some yet to be discovered elements on the basis of gaps in his periodic table. But Mendeleev's periodic table also had a lot of anomalies and therefore replaced by modern periodic table.
Hi everybody, welcome back to yet another exciting and enriching episode of Classification of Elements. We have already discussed about the efforts put in by Dobereiner, Newlands and Mendeleev. Now we further move on the same journey and talk about development of modern periodic table.
Hello everybody. As we have already talked about in part 1 of classification of elements, that Mendeleev's periodic table has got some anomalies and therefore it was replaced by modern periodic table. Modern periodic table was given by Bohr and it is based on modern periodic law which was given by Moseley. Today we are going to talk in detail about modern periodic table. But prior talking about modern periodic table, shall we have a look of modern periodic law? Modern periodic law is based on atomic number of the elements and it states that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. But do you know what is atomic number? Atomic number is equal to number of proton and number of electron in an element and it also signifies position of element in the periodic table. And according to modern periodic law, when elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number, then elements with similar properties occur after a regular interval. We can make modern periodic law more clear by considering relationship between electronic configuration and properties of the element. It is seen that elements with similar electronic configuration have similar properties. Actually, properties of elements depend upon their outer electronic configuration or valence electrons. When the elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number, then elements with similar properties have same number of valence electrons. Let us make it more clear by taking an example. We take 2 sets of elements as shown in the table, that is lithium to neon, atomic number 3 to 10 and sodium to argon, atomic number 11 to 18. If you see the table, you will find that electronic configuration of lithium is 2,1 and as we move from lithium to neon, the number of valence electron increases from 1 to 8 at 10th element. when we reach to 11th element, that is sodium, then the number of valence electron again comes out to be 1, as the electronic configuration of sodium is 281, means the number of valence electron in lithium and sodium is similar, that is 1. As same number of valence electron, these elements should have similar chemical properties, and yes, both lithium and sodium show similar chemical properties, means when the elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number, then element with same number of valence electron falls in the same vertical column or group. According to Moseley, the basis of classification of elements is atomic number, and properties of elements are periodic function of the atomic number, or in turn outer electronic configuration. On this basis, Bohr constructed modern periodic table. Modern periodic table is also known as long form of periodic table or extended form of periodic table, and as we have already discussed that it is based on increasing order of atomic number. In this, elements are arranged in vertical columns and horizontal rows. Horizontal rows are known as periods, while vertical columns are known as groups. And now we are going to talk about in detail these periods and groups of modern periodic table. So friends, the horizontal rows in modern periodic table are known as periods. There are 7 periods or 7 horizontal rows in modern periodic table. First period is the shortest period, consists only 2 elements, that is hydrogen and helium. Second period is again a shorter period consisting 8 elements, that is lithium to neon. Third period is again a short period, consists 8 elements only, that is sodium to argon. Fourth period is a longer period, consists 18 elements, that is potassium to krypton. Fifth period is again a longer period consisting 18 elements, that is rubidium to xenon. Sixth period is the longest period of modern periodic table consisting 32 elements, that is cesium to radon. And the seventh period is the incomplete, still in the process of filling up, and it starts with element francium. So, all the elements in period are arranged in the increasing order of atomic number, and always the period starts with element consisting 1 valence electron and it completes with the element consisting 8 valence electron in its outer shell. So friends, we can conclude from this discussion that this is the number of valence electron in the element which decide its position in modern periodic table. For example, each period starts with element consisting 1 valence electron and it ends with element consisting 8 valence electron, and therefore always alkali metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium constitute the first element of every period, and the noble gases, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon constitute the last element of each period. And now we are going to take a quick recap of whatever we have talked about now. Modern periodic table or long form of periodic table consists 7 periods, of which first is shortest, second and third are shorter, fourth, fifth are longer, sixth is longest and seventh is incomplete. All periods start with alkali metals, that is 1 electron in the outermost shell, and ends with noble gas, that is 8 electron in the outermost shell.
Friends, do you know what happened one day? a mosquito cried out in pain. A chemist has poisoned my brain. The cause of his sorrow was para-dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane, which is the full form of DDT. Well friends, don't be afraid. It's really fun learning chemistry. I'm enjoying it, and we now proceed with our discussion on modern periodic table and try to learn more about group of elements in modern periodic table.
The vertical columns in modern periodic table are known as group of periodic table. There are 18 vertical column or groups in modern periodic table. These are numbered from 1 to 18 according to modern convention, but according to old convention these are numbered from 1A to 7th A, 1B to 7th B and 8th group, all in Roman numerals including 0 group. Now element in first group are consisting 1 electron. Elements in second group are consisting 2 valence electron. Elements of 13th group consist 3 valence electrons. Elements of 14th group consist 4 valence electron. Elements of 15th group consist 5 valence electrons. In the same manner, elements in the 16th group consist 6 valence electrons. Elements in the 17th group consist 7 valence electron, and elements of 18th group or 0 group of old convention consist 8 valence electron. This reveals that first group is in the extreme left of the periodic table and 18th group is in the extreme right of the periodic table. So it is clear that all the elements in a particular group have similar valence electron and hence they have similar chemical properties. Now besides this, elements can also be classified into 4 major classes on the basis of electronic configuration, and now we are going to talk about all these 4 classes which are made on the basis of electronic configuration. On the basis of electronic configuration, elements are classified into 4 major classes. First, inert gases or noble gases. Second, normal element. It comprises S and P block elements. Third, transition element. It comprises D block elements. And fourth, inner transition element, which is comprised of F block element. Now noble gases or inert gases are lying in 0 group or 18 group of modern periodic table. This include helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Among these, except helium, all the other elements have 8 electrons in their outermost shell, means their electronic configuration is ns2 np6, while helium has got 2 valence electron in its outermost shell, means its configuration is ns2. This is a very stable configuration. Elements of group 1 to 2 and 13 to 18 are collectively known as S and P block elements, and these are also termed as normal elements. Group 1 to 2 are known as S block elements, while group 13 to 18 are known as P block element, as the last electron in them enters in S and P subshell respectively. All the elements of a particular group have same number of valence electrons and hence they show similar properties. For example, first group, that is alkali metal, which is comprised of lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. All of these consist 1 electron in the outermost shell, and all these elements have similar properties. In the same manner, 17th group, that is halogen family, which is comprised of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and arsenic. All of these consist 7 valence electron and hence all of these have similar properties. It reveals that chemistry of element of a particular group depends upon number of valence electron in its outermost shell. Noble gas is lying in 18 group and this is also included in normal group or normal group of elements. Noble gases are lying at the end of each period and hence these are always grouped with normal elements. Now besides normal element, in the middle of the periodic table, group 3 to 12 are termed as transition elements. These are known as transition elements because unlike normal elements, in them not only last shell but last but one shell is also incomplete and under the process of filling up. These are also known as D block elements because in them last electron enters in n-1 d subshell. Hence, their electronic configuration is n-1 d 1 to 10 and ns 1 to 2. These elements are characterized by typical properties like they show variable oxidation state, they form colored compound, their compounds are paramagnetic in nature, and they show complex formation tendency and catalytic properties. At the bottom of modern periodic table, there are two series of 14 elements each. These are collectively known as inner transition elements and comprised of lanthanide series and actinide series. Lanthanide series is also known as 4F series and it starts with 58th element, that is cerium, and ends with 71 element, that is lutetium. Actinide series is also known as 5F series. It starts with 90th element, that is thorium, and ends with 103rd element, that is unyl tritium. These are known as inner transition element because in them last three shells are incomplete and n-2 S subshell is under the process of filling up and hence these are known as F block elements. Their general electronic configuration is n-2 F 1 to 14, n-1 D 0 to 1 and ns 1 to 2. All of these are metals and the properties of lanthanide and actinide series elements are almost similar to each other. There is 18 vertical columns or groups in long form of periodic table. On the basis of electronic configuration, these groups are further classified in 4 classes, namely noble gases, normal elements, transition elements and inner transition elements. Through this periodic classification, we can organize and systematize the study of elements and their compounds. It is seen that the electronic configuration of elements are directly or indirectly related to their physical as well as chemical properties. From this classification, we can understand the cause of periodicity in properties and general trends in the behavior of elements.
So friends, this is all about modern periodic table. Now let us have a total recap of whatever we have learned today.
Modern periodic table was given by Bohr on the basis of modern periodic law, which was given by Moseley. Modern periodic law states that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number, means arranging elements in increasing order of atomic number, elements with similar properties occurs after regular interval. Modern periodic table consists 7 horizontal rows and 18 vertical columns, that is 7 periods and 18 groups. Elements in a particular group have similar electronic configuration and hence similar properties, while elements in a period have different properties due to different number of valence electrons. On the basis of electronic configuration, elements are also classified in 4 major classes. That is noble gas, normal elements, transition elements, inner transition elements. So, properties of elements depends upon electronic configuration or valence electrons.
So before I take your leave, let me tell you a joke. A chemist walks into a pharmacy and questions the pharmacist, "Do you have any acetyl salicylic acid?" "You mean aspirin?" said the pharmacist. "That's right, I could never remember that word." Well, that's all for today. In the next episode, we shall learn about periodic trends in the chemical properties.